This fat certainly has a special color to it, that's for sure.
We all eat different foods because we all come from different places. It's sustainable, it's real, it's healthy, and it's delicious. And I think field meat's cool. I don't care what anyone says.
Canada-based chef Shane Chartrand's mission is to educate others about Indigenous foods, not only from his own culture, but from all Aboriginal groups.
I'm from the Enoch tribe. That's right beside Edmonton. So my mom is Mi'kmaq, my dad's Métis. So I was very raised on what that diet looks like. I celebrate them just as much as I celebrate the Enoch tribe too. Are we from a multicultural country? Of course we are. We're from Canada. Why are we not celebrating Indigenous food? It's terrible. It's terrible that we're not celebrating Indigenous food. And that's not Bannock. That's not Indian tacos.
One of the many Indigenous foods he learned to prepare was seal, a staple of tribes off the Pacific coast.
I went to Prince Rupert, which is about, if you're to drive from here all the way to the west coast, you run into Prince Rupert. 4 hours north of Prince Rupert is Gingolx. Now, if you go there, we were eating seal meat. We cooked the whole seal.
It's a whole seal, but mind you, it's not a large seal. It's actually a smaller one, but they're more tender and they're better. It's like the difference between a young chicken and an old rooster.
For Shane, learning about Indigenous cooking was a way for him to learn about his own family. He was one of about 20,000 Aboriginal people taken from their native families as part of a policy known as the 60s Scoop.
I was given up when I was 1 year old. So then from 2 to 6, I was in foster care. So I didn't understand what sitting around a dinner table was like until I got adopted. So imagine what that felt like, not understanding what Indigenous food is, right? So some people grow up understanding what food is. Some people grow up understanding culture. I could never celebrate that. That's the worst feeling in the world, not knowing where you're from. So that was very painful for me. And then as I got older, I realized where I was from, and then it was catch-up time. Let's go.
Shane not only wanted to learn about his own culture, he dedicated his life to learning about Indigenous cultures all over North America by traveling around the continent and listening to what elders had to say.
Look at this. This is called a rat root. We make tea out of rat root. Some Indigenous people believe rat root will cure anything.
Do you remember approximately the first time you ever ate seal?
Probably when I was a little girl.
Yeah, interesting.
The elders are the one that teach us. Like your grandfather, like your grandmother, like my cookum, my mushum. They must have taught you something. I know they did.
Anything that we do was handed down from my parents.
And he did it all through food.
I do things like wild game. I do a lot of vegetarian dishes. It's like mint, for instance. Mint couldn't be more Indigenous. It's everywhere. We just don't utilize it enough.
That's why his newest cookbook is not about new recipe. Instead, it celebrates the old, ancient recipes from the land passed down from generation to generation.
The idea of the cookbook is not about favorites. It's about touchstones of information.
Shane now hopes that by sharing those traditions, he can inspire others to celebrate Indigenous food. This is InsideEdition.com.